And so today, are we going to have the next video?
I don't know. I sent you a very short 2 minutes about this trip, and I sent it to your
No, it's
sharing.
about 5 minutes that I
Yeah,
received this morning. About five
yeah. I
minutes.
sent two lots of 3 minutes and 2 minutes. It's about
So you
my
have
trip to
another
Yangshuo. No, I only got
videos.
those two. The no, I sent you two videos of my trip to Yangshuo. 2 minutes and 3 minutes. Just now I sent. I shared it to
So
your.
hello.
Yeah, I shared two videos to you. Did you receive them?
Mm, I didn't. I don't. Check out my
Oh,
iCloud account. Maybe.
yeah.
Uh, yeah. If you send it
Because
to me, yeah, I would
yeah, I did.
definitely receive.
Because you gave me the the shared album.
Yeah, but yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
so
Yeah.
I sent it there. And then I've
Mm,
got another it's very difficult because some of my pictures are in my Google Photos. So the Google Photos is very difficult to download to your computer because it's not really connected. So I downloaded some which I picked out to show the trip, and I had difficulty downloading them. But in the end, I managed to get them, and I send it by email to you.
mm.
So you
But
might have received that.
I can also give my Google account to you, so that you can
Okay.
share your videos through. Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah.
download it first and then send it to me.
Yeah.
You can
Because
just share your
yeah.
video
Okay.
to your photos. Yeah, to my
Okay.
Google
What's
account.
your
Okay, please.
what's your Google account?
Uh, it's the same. Actually, I think it's the same with my
When
email account.
sisu@gmail.com.
Yes, not
Okay.
gmail.com. Let me check. Maybe it's outlook.com. I will check it
Outlook
first and
is
then
yeah.
tell you.
Outlook is your original one, but you say you also
Mm,
have a Google one.
mm. But what I mean is that I applied that Google account or tied up the Google account with this email address. That is
Outlook.
awensisu@outlook.com. Yes.
Okay. I'll try the Outlook. See whether it works.
Mm,
Okay.
but I will check it out after this
Yeah.
call, and
Okay.
I will tell you. Yeah, the exact the real my Google account.
Yeah. Because it's like sharing. It says yeah. Okay.
So do you know how to share photos with via the Google Photos? Because I used to
Yeah.
use Google Photos, but now I don't use it anymore because I have to use the VPN so that I can get access to
Yeah.
Google
Mm.
uh, services. Yeah.
It's just that not all my photographs are on my normal photographs because they are, you know, over the years, I don't know where they've gone, but the Google will keep track of most of them. So that's why I decided to download from Google.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. So I downloaded from the Google, and I just picked up the ones which show my trip, and then you can decide on which ones because I don't know which ones you are appropriate in your case. So I just leave it to you to pick them up.
Yes,
And
yes.
on the shared album, I also
Mm,
forwarded two short videos I made this morning
mm,
about my trip to Yangshuo. It's not very exciting. I didn't have a lot to say, so basically, I just
mm,
said I made my trip there, and I just only brought a
mm,
couple of incidences. So that was to
mm.
Yangshuo. You have to look
Yes.
at it and see if it's appropriate. If not, we will have to do it again.
Um, I will look at well, I will
Yeah.
see it. Yeah, later. See them later. And
So, what do you think about um,
The
what do you think
the
of
5 minutes long.
yeah, no, the Chengdu one?
Yes, yes, that one is, about 5 minutes long video. I received it, yeah, this morning, and I
Oh,
think that's good, yeah, because it's longer than your first one, the first two videos,
oh,
and after that you
yeah,
also recorded two videos, right? That you sent to me,
yeah,
but I didn't check
yeah. I
them
think
out.
it's the same one.
But
Oh, yeah, the other two
so,
I sent is about Yang Shou. So basically,
mm,
you've got three videos. One that you've seen,
yes,
and the other two about Yang Shou.
yeah.
So basically, the one that on Chengdu, have you finished putting it together?
I will do it. I've put the subtitles on the video.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I will upload it tonight, and you will see it. I will send you
Uh-huh.
the link to you.
The link.
Yeah, link.
So you think
Yeah,
it's okay, that one?
yeah, that's okay. And it's longer than your previous one, but I still believe we should upload a video that lasts for about 10 minutes long. That's an
Mm.
ideal length for a video on Bilibili.com.
Oh,
Yes. So
okay.
that's why I suggest maybe you can have a talk while you are recording the
Mm.
video with your MacBook. Yeah,
Yeah,
and yeah, that's much easier for you because you don't have to adjust the position of your phone and the tripod.
yeah.
You can leave those things and just open your MacBook and start recording.
Okay.
And yeah, what is about 10 minutes. Yeah, we can record the video
Oh,
for
but
about 10 minutes.
we do it too long, then obviously I cannot send it to you because I will have problems. Yeah.
Because I've noticed that your video on your MacBook was not that large enough because
Yeah, I
the camera
deleted some of it. Yeah. I think I
mm,
deleted some of it.
because
The Chengdu. Yeah.
the camera on your MacBook
Mm?
is not as good as
Yeah.
that on iPhone because the
Yeah.
iPhone can shoot super high quality videos,
Yeah.
so which is so large, the last 4 GB, and
Yeah.
which make
It's not
it
good for
hard to
transferring.
transfer. Yes, but
Mm.
for the mm, so the video quality that you shoot on your MacBook is I think it's 720
Yeah, yeah.
p.
720.
Yes,
Mm.
I think that's good enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't have to
Okay.
be a 1080 or 4K, even 4K. So
Mm.
if you can, that's better. But if you cannot transfer, those high quality videos to me, so we can only uh, have the 720p videos,
Yeah.
and that's good enough. Yeah. So if we have that uh, quality video and have it and videoing it for 10 minutes, I think that's also
Mm.
uh, that's also that they are also they could also be transferred via
Yeah.
um, shared album, the iCloud shared album or
Mm.
through YouTube.
Maybe you can have a look at these two. They're a bit short, and um, or we can record it as well as you looking at those two, and you can decide what you want to put in. Because when I recorded those two, I didn't have a lot to say,
Yeah, so
about my trip.
yeah, yes, that's why I think I think it's better to have a talk. Yeah, I
Mm.
ask you some questions and you answer
Yeah,
me.
you
That
asked
would
me the
make it
questions. Okay.
mm,
Yeah.
that make it natural and you have more to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
So
so
basically, I have to make sure that every 10 minutes I got to stop it.
you don't have to you don't have to how's that? worry about the time. I will
Tell me.
I will count. Yeah, because you are talk all the time, and
Yeah, yeah,
I will look at the time. I
yeah.
will look at time uh, when it's when it how's that? It's 10
When it's
minutes,
near
and
the time, yeah.
I will
Mm.
remind you. Yeah, it's not exactly to be 10 minutes, around 10 minutes. Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe so shall we have some videos today? Have some
Okay.
questions,
Yeah, you ask me the
and
questions and I can start
actually
the
I
video.
prepared. Yes, I can. I prepared two questions for you today.
Mm.
Actually, it's no connection with your trip because you've done two videos to about Yang Shuo. Actually,
Yeah, yeah,
I
the
look
short
at
one,
that.
very short. Yeah, you have look, and then if it's not good
So
enough, we'll do another one. Okay.
actually I haven't
You haven't had a
uh,
chance to look. Okay.
have seen I've seen them. So uh, I prepared two questions. Not the first one is still about the
Do
uh,
you want me to start the recording
no, you don't have to. I will ask you to do that. Yeah, when I'm
when you're
prepared,
ready?
when I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
and I will tell you the two questions first. The number one is
Okay.
about the first one. I think I have asked you before. Is about um, the suggestions you give us to learn English because many audience of you may want to improve their English learning, their
Mm.
English. So I
Okay.
think I've asked you that question. Yeah, but because you cannot send me the videos, it,
But you
that's
can
because
also you can also join in the discussion,
yes.
basing it on your experience. And if I were to throw the question back to you, um,
Mhm.
you give me your ideas, and then we can talk about it.
Yes, yes. For me, I will record.
Mm.
I'm recording the video, as you can see on the Skype,
Ah.
and the radio, the voice
Mm.
file. Yeah. So for you is to uh, take a video. So I will combine these two together. So that's how I make the video.
Okay.
Can you understand that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I will
You
use
will edit the video.
so you can use your earphone. It's okay that
Yeah. Yeah.
the video cannot take in my voice,
Oh,
have my voice in. So you can
so
use your earphone.
in that case, should I just not use the earphones so I can so the video will also hear your voice? Because
No.
otherwise,
Mhm.
hmm,
I mean, you can
otherwise,
use your earphone because I will use the audio file from the Skype, so you don't have to worry
oh,
about um uh your video cannot have my voice in
or you will
because I will
adjust
use
it.
um, yes, I will use the audio from the Skype because I'm recording on the Skype.
Ah, okay,
So because if you use your earphone, the voice quality is better.
okay,
That's as far as I am concerned.
okay. So
And
shall I
this,
start?
no. Just wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute.
Mm,
I will discuss the two questions with you because uh, I want to tell you the two questions first before we
mm,
actually start. Yeah. First of all, is I think I've asked you this question before, but I would do it, redo it because we haven't made such a video
mm,
before. Uh, is first of all is the English question, and the number two is I read the news today. I heard that uh, this day is the last day for your quarantine
yeah,
policy
yeah.
because
Quarantine
it took
is
me
coming to an end. 2nd of
yes.
December.
Yes, so I read about this news. So
Yeah.
maybe the second question is, you can tell us how is the coronavirus pandemic in England? Is it get any is it any better, or
Yeah.
what is the effect of the a month-long quarantine policy, lockdown policy? So
Okay.
according to your observation, so that's the second question. Maybe some people may get interested in that because they want to know, things happened in other places in the world. Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, that's the two questions I prepared
Let's talk about
for
the
today.
second question first.
Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
okay. Maybe I will prepare it first because I haven't prepare the question first. I should recognize my words, my sentence. I will ask it.
Don't worry, just say it.
No, because sometimes I cannot say a sentence very fluently. You can
No,
send me, but
but
actually there are many
but
mistakes.
no. But that's the whole idea. If you make mistakes, English learners will associate themselves with you because majority of them will be worse than you. So if they think that you can make a few mistakes, it will encourage them to speak. It's important. It's true. They don't know who you are, so it doesn't matter. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're better than the majority of them. So if you make a few mistakes here and there, that's okay. I make mistakes as well. Now and again, my husband will say, you mispronounced that word. It's not often, but now and again he will say it because
Mm-hmm.
he's born here, he's English. So obviously, he will be able to to pronounce all those words correctly.
Mm. Yes, but
Yeah,
in China, people are very, especially how to say, especially on some because the English is the most popular, foreign language
yeah.
that people are learning.
But the
So many
majority
people,
of them don't speak well.
yeah, I understand you, but those people, for example, there's an English learning video,
Mm?
and the actually many people who are watching that video are
Uh,
very good at English because if they
yeah,
don't know English, they will not watch this video.
yeah.
So usually you can say because uh, in Bilibili.com, you can leave the comment on the screen. I don't know you
Mm.
have that function in some. Uh, I don't think you have it in YouTube because
Yeah,
there's
they
called
do. They do. But most people, like there's a boy who plays the piano, and there'll be lots of people leaving messages behind and say, you play so well, this, that, and the other. But some other videos, people will leave silly messages like,
mm,
very, very bad messages. So
mm,
sometimes people disable it and don't allow you to leave messages. That's why I don't want to
mm,
put my video on YouTube. I don't want somebody coming in and say all the rubbish. So that's why after you had seen it, after you had seen it, I just put it there. I didn't delete it, but I put it there just for private. So therefore nobody else
mm,
reads it or watches it.
mm,
Because I don't
mm,
want people just telling you all sorts of rubbish. I don't have
mm,
time for that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So shall we start now?
Okay. Okay, let me just go in and start it. Um, just just a minute. I will
Mhm.
go to QuickTime.
Uh,
What is
mm.
it?
And it's 10:30 now, and mm, I will remind you when it's 10:40, around 10:40 my time.
Okay, and then I will stop it. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
Okay.
So shall we start now? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now is it
Okay,
recording? Yeah.
are you recording now?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, okay, my first question. My first question is, how is the coronavirus pandemic in England? Is it any better now? Or
Well, according to the news, I only watch the news like on Google News or on the internet. And according to the news, they say that the numbers have dropped. The numbers of infection, the number has dropped, but
mm,
although there are still lots of people dying in hospitals.
mm,
So basically, according to the news, because the government being democratic as it is, um,
mm,
the government cannot pass the rule that what is going to happen when this lockdown ends on the 2nd of December. He
mm,
had to give them um, his version, like his option, like what we're going to do. Like he believes in the tier system 1, 2, and 3, depending on how
mm,
badly affected your area is. And that one has to be passed through Parliament. So yesterday evening, about 5:30, they passed that motion through Parliament, and the leader of the opposition told his people, his party, um, just abstain, don't vote for it, don't vote anything. And then his
mm,
party, the Tories, they've been bickering a lot, saying that about 100 of them say that they shouldn't have the tier system, meaning that they're against it and they just think that it's going to be back to normal. But the
mm,
prime minister and the others say we should have the tier system, which happened just before the lockdown, because otherwise people will think it's back to normal and the infection will go will go up. So anyway, that
mm,
motion was passed through Parliament. 50 of his backbenchers, that means his party, um, were against it, but the rest passed it. So therefore, it is passed, and on the 2nd, which is today, isn't it? Yeah.
mm.
So
Yes.
we are back to normal in as much as the tier system, like the worst areas, they were back to tier 3. The rest of us will be
Mm,
tier 2. And basically, because he promised that coming up to Christmas, he will allow everyone to mix, I think, in up to 6 or 3 per household, 3 households to
mm,
celebrate Christmas. So therefore, now the
mm,
shops are open, the pubs are
mm,
open, and so it's nearly as normal as can. But still, they still got self distancing in operation in the supermarkets. So hopefully, he has warned them that if y'all do not, if we are not careful after the lockdown,
mm,
or rather after Christmas, it'll be worse, and we could have a third wave. That's the
mm,
situation. Yeah. So it all depends on whether people listen. If they do not listen and they act stupidly, then obviously it will spread again, and the R
mm,
rate will be over 1, which was dangerous. So
mm,
in a democratic country, you can't say have a full lockdown, and you can't order people to not to come out, because a lot of people are stupid and think it's democratic, so therefore we're not going to do what we are told. But
mm,
anyway, the hospitals are also filled up with a lot of people who are ill with COVID. So it
mm,
is dangerous.
mm.
And people have died, and as they are still dying. So that is the situation. You just have to be
So,
sensible.
mm. So as
Yeah.
your observation, what
Mhm.
do you think of the past month that mm,
I think
because the
overall,
one mm,
I think overall, um, because of the whole lockdown for a month, it has helped the rate to go down, and
mm,
it has definitely helped the hospitals, because otherwise the hospitals will be overfilled with patients suffering from COVID, and there won't be enough beds for anyone being admitted.
mm.
Yeah.
And what is the lockdown like? Is all under lockdown? I mean, all the shops are closed and schools
No,
are closed.
the shops are being
People,
open now because it's the
mm,
end of this lockdown. But prior to
mm,
this, they were closed. And now they're open and people are going crazy over shopping for Christmas. But a lot of people are just doing online shopping. We, for example, as a family, my son and the girlfriend will go to the supermarket to buy some of their provisions. But my husband and I, we have deliveries every week, so
mm,
so we're okay. Although the deliveries, the bookings, the slots, coming up to Christmas, there aren't any slots available because people go crazy. So they've taken up all the slots.
mm. So under the lockdown policy, people could still go out
No,
when
they're not supposed to. Under the lockdown, during that lockdown that month, they can't go to the gym, they can't go to the cinema, they can't go to the pub to drink. So
but
most
they can
places
go
they cannot go
out.
to. They can go out, but not mingling with each one. So they can go out in the park and they can talk to other people, but they cannot go to people's houses.
Mm.
Yeah.
But how do you know I go to other people's houses?
Well, I suppose is based on your conscience. But if the police catches you, then you'll be fined, basically.
Oh,
But of course, there's not enough police to catch everybody. And
yes.
one or two celebrities, they've been having singing and parties, and they got caught, basically.
Mm. So under the lockdown policy, all the people are working from home.
Yeah, majority of the people are working from home.
So after December 2nd, and people start to go back to their
No,
offices,
they
and
they are still working from home. Majority of them. Only those who need to go to offices will go. But at the same time, in this country, they have the furlough system. So that because people complain that when they are out of work, they do not have any income. So the government has been subsidizing them with maybe 70% of their wages. So at least they still get some money. So
um,
therefore, the government is broke because it has to subsidize all these people.
for all the people or only for
Yeah,
those people
all those
are
who are at
unemployed.
work. Yeah, there are some qualifications, but if they qualify, then they will get the furlough subsidy.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So because of that, they are thinking, government is also thinking about um, having a balance between the economy and having a balance with the people to make sure that they're not dying and they're not catching it, and the people in the care homes are okay. So they got to juggle the balance.
Mm. How long that subsidies last?
Apparently, I think it will be 6 months, I think, up to next year. I mean, we've had
Oh,
it in the first lockdown and we're going to have it until maybe spring.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So,
think it's time for the
yeah.
first question.
Okay. Yeah.
You can
I've
stop
done
it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Mm.
stopped it.
Okay. It's about 10 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
about 10 minutes.
mm,
So we'll do the second one now.
yeah, that's for the second one. Okay, actually I've asked you this question before, but I think we can do it again.
Do you want me
Okay.
to start it?
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I start it. Okay. Okay,
Okay, the
you
first
asked me the
question.
question.
Okay, the second question. Because you have taught many Chinese students English online, and do you how's that? So, what do you think is the biggest problem when Chinese are learning English, when they are learning English?
I
And
think the biggest problem, okay, you go ahead, sorry.
yeah, you answer the question first.
Okay. First of all, I think the majority of Chinese students, although they say, "Oh, my English is so bad, my English is so poor," but it's because they think that they can't speak. Their writing and their listening appear to be quite good because in the years of your schooling in China, you have received a good foundation of English teaching, and you know a lot of words. You probably know most of the grammar, but through a lack of use, you might make grammar mistakes. And I would say that some students from the universities, they are very good because they are interested. Other students who have gone through university, for example, they may be doctors or lawyers or any profession you like. They may not be good because when they were at school, they weren't interested in the English. And therefore, they just say, okay, we just learn it off to pass the exam. But after that, they have no use for it. Nobody talks to them in English. They don't need to use it except those who are working maybe for a foreign company and they need to communicate with the foreign companies. So therefore, they need to know some English. The rest will never ever use English because there's no need for it. Nobody talks to them in English, so they've forgotten everything they've learned. So if you were to talk to them, they would find their English is very poor. You ask them a question, they cannot answer you. And it's at the tip of their tongue, but they cannot say it. So all they need is really to brush it up, to refresh it. And if they want to learn, then it will come together because they already have a grounding, the foundation. And it's just a matter of people will just tell you, all those foreign teachers will say, oh, if you want to learn English, if you want to make it better, you just have to watch lots of dramas, lots of broadcasts in the English language, listen to podcasts, listen to people talking, and just listen and watch the movies or dramas in English. Mind you, that you may apply that to me. I'm learning Chinese, but if I were to say watch lots of them in Chinese, but still after some years, I still cannot understand apart from the basic words because those basic words will keep coming over and over again, like I'm sorry, I love you, don't worry, like goodbye, let's have dinner. You know, just simple words like that. If I hear those words over and over again, I will know what they are. But apart from that, the rest of the words will just go over my head and I don't seem to remember them. So it's the same with English. If they watch an English drama, they will find it difficult to understand unless they read the English subtitles. So I think what they need to do is just practice. They could just like take a passage from a children's book or from any magazine you like and read it to themselves out loud if they don't have a companion to read to, and then see whether they can understand what they have read. But if they do understand, then they can carry on reading more books, and then they can go on to watch dramas and TV, and then they will understand it. Because at the moment, half of what they see on TV they cannot understand. But if they were to read and hear it spoken, they will understand. So I think for me, I think reading, writing, speaking, they're all interconnected. Because if you can write, you can speak. And if you can speak and you can listen, and you'll be able to communicate. And then you can apply that to your TV programs and you can understand what they are saying to you. Like if you watched the American Friends, you know what they're saying. But on the other hand, you also need to know um, their the way they talk and the humor, because unless you understand the humor, you won't laugh at it because you don't know what they're saying. So basically, the best thing is if you can get a partner and talk to them. If you can't, then you have to do it yourself. I would say just read out loud to yourself every morning. Just find a passage that, a passage that is easy, and then go on to the next one that is a bit more difficult. It's like when
mm,
I was helping out in that school in Yangshuo, they have an English corner. So those
mm,
grown-ups, they will attend the English corner and they have to talk and they will
mm,
discuss everything in English. And when we have
mm,
lunch together, they've got a rule
mm.
there. You cannot speak in Chinese. If you do speak in
Oh,
Chinese, you'll be fined. So
mm,
no, everybody has to talk in English. So it helped them a lot. And they like the English corner because they can just talk to everybody in English. So I
mm,
think you have to encourage them to not to be shy, but to be able to talk.
mm,
I think being shy is one of the problems. If you are shy, you are so self-conscious that you don't want to talk because you think that you will make mistakes. When I was on the
mm,
trip on the Yangtze River, and there was this one of the assistants there, he could not read English. He had no knowledge. He had never been to school,
mm,
but he could speak very, very well because of the foreign passengers who come in. You know, every year they've got a
mm,
few foreign passengers. He just picked it up
mm,
off them. And because he was not
mm,
shy, he can talk.
mm,
He can just tell you, what you want to say, and he's not shy at all. But if you ask
mm,
him, can you read this? He cannot because he never learned to read. But he
mm,
over he did overcome his shyness, and because of that, he can talk. And being able to talk is very important. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. That's the whole idea.
mm,
A lot of people make mistakes, but it's
mm,
like me. When I'm in China, it's not just making mistakes. I just can't find the word, and if I can't find the word, I don't know what to say. I mean, the most I can say is in Chinese, how much is it? And then,
mm,
that's all. And even if just
mm,
that phrase, people will understand what you mean. Like
mm,
you go into a shop, if you came to England, you would say, how much is it? And then they'll say, this is £5, £10. They know that, what you're getting at. And it's very
mm,
important. That's why they have a foreign phrase book, which tells you all the phrases that you need to learn. Like, for
mm,
example, can I have the bill, please? Just a
mm,
very common words. Can you tell me the direction to the railway station?
mm,
Like, for example, when I was in China, I could not read the Chinese. And when I was in the railway station, I was stuck. I didn't
mm,
know when the train is coming. I see the board up there lit up, and I didn't know what they're saying. And I was getting worried that I missed my train. So I
mm,
had to take a picture of that and send it to my friend and said, what does that
mm,
picture say? And he said, don't worry,
mm,
you got at least 5-10 minutes before it comes up. So you
mm,
can do that. Nowadays you got all these aids to translation.
mm. But in
Yeah.
China, in the railway station, you have the English for
No,
for
not
for ac-
not in the only in the big cities. In Chengdu, you got little bits of English. In Hangzhou and in Suzhou and in Wuhan, I was stuck because I had to go from
oh,
Wuhan to Yichang, and I didn't know when. And the way that you run your railway station is different from ours. You wait in the waiting room until 3 minutes before the train comes, and then
mm,
the sign comes up. So if you cannot read the sign or you cannot understand what they're saying, you are stuck.
mm.
Okay,
Okay,
it's nine
yes.
thirty. I stopped it.
Uh,
Do you want to continue this one?
mm, yeah, since you've stopped it, yeah.
Yeah, I've stopped it. Yeah,
Mm, mm. So I think that's enough because
yeah, it's
that
enough.
video
Yeah,
had is for but actually that obstacle that people that in China may come across, I think it's only those
who
people
can
who
understand?
who has already had a good knowledge of English, have good
But
base of
everybody
English.
has studied English at school.
Yes, so there are still many students they have difficulty
Mm,
in remembering vocabulary,
yeah,
in remembering words.
yeah. The
Right?
other thing I want to say is just don't memorize 100,000 words. You need to understand how to put the words in a sentence. If I say amazing, if I don't know how to put amazing in a sentence, then I will forget it. Like appendicitis is like when you go to hospital, you need to have an appendicitis operation because you got a very bad stomach ache. But if you do not know the meaning of the word, and it's no point just remembering it. You have to know the context. Many words have different context, so you need to make sentences. That's why I say writing is important. You learn the new words, you put it in writing. That's what I did when I was a kid. We had to make sentences every day. New words, put them in a sentence, and then you will never forget it.
Yes, I think that's also a very good suggestion for us because all the things that people tell you to do is to remember
Just
the words
remember,
first.
but it's no good. You have to know the different situation. It's like when I was teaching my host in Taiwan, just normal talking, like I'm talking to you, a word would come out, and I would explain to him what it means in a different context, like collocation, and then he will understand because he's never heard this before. So it's not just a simple word like sitting down. There will be other situations where you need to use that word to mean differently. He's seated down. He is seated down. The sitting was was not recorded. You can go to a cinema. You got free sitting. That means you can sit anywhere you like. So free sitting means you can sit anywhere you like. So every word will have two or three different meanings, and that's when you need to learn the meaning, not just memorize a word. The context is very
Yes.
important. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay, we've done the two questions, and
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, you can send the two videos to me
Yeah.
via the shared album first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just say whether you can send them to me.
Yeah.
If you
I don't
cannot,
know how I sent them last time because this QuickTime they do it like a movie. So whether I can send it directly, or I think maybe I had to send it to my pictures and then send it to you. And you shared, you still have got that, isn't it? You shared with me the shared album. So if I can send it to that, you will receive it.
yes, because I created a shared album
Yeah.
for
I think
for
that's
us.
so
Yeah, only
useful. Yeah.
you just add uh, the videos into
Yeah.
that album, and I will get access to it. Yeah.
Okay. So even though it is QuickTime, they do it like dot movie. So I don't have to do anything to it, do I?
So, sorry, what did you mean?
When I record the video, I use
Mm,
the MacBook. They got QuickTime
mm,
Apple. So
quick time.
QuickTime
Oh,
is QuickTime is just recording a movie. So
mm,
when you finish it, there will be a dot MOV, meaning that it's a movie. But I
mm,
don't know whether when I send it to you, whether I've got to change it or not. I will just play about with it because I did manage to
mm,
send it to you, the other two. So I'll see.
mm. If you can play the videos, I think if and then you
Ah,
send them to me, I I,
then it should
I
be all
think
right.
yeah.
Okay.
So how do you send the videos to me? Because you you save it on
Yeah,
your
I
iPad.
think what I did, is on my MacBook, and then I think I had to transfer. I saved it on my iPad, and I have to check where the album is, the shared album, and then I send it to you. So
you
if
should
I do it a few
you
more times, then I'll know how to do it.
so you will transfer the videos to your iPhone or iPad first, and
Yeah.
then add the
And
yeah.
I'm not sure whether I can send it direct to you because I don't see the shared album in my photos on my MacBook. But I will check.
And then yes, you can check whether you
Yeah,
can
I'll check. Yeah,
send it
what I can do.
directly.
Yeah. And I have some pictures on Yang Show. So you just go through and pick out whichever one is appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah. So tomorrow, do you want me to answer some more questions?
Yes, yes. And I will see whether the two videos that we
Any
looked
use?
down
Yeah.
today.
If it's not,
Yeah.
then we'll do it again.
Yes.
You know, you told me to do it on QQI, and QQI just will not show the videos in my
Oh.
photos. Yeah, it just doesn't. So that's why I cannot do
Oh.
that. And I tried to send a video to the QQI under my computer, and it won't work. So I just couldn't do it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh. Maybe
never
that's
mind.
different from the novel
From yours,
QQ.
yeah, that's it. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
So let's see whether it'll work and whether it's popular or not. You know, this Bilibili.
Okay.
Have I got many views or not so far?
I think
A few.
it's hundreds of, yeah, but the views don't go up.
Mean anything?
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, because you
You
don't
haven't put
upload
anything up.
videos. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for some days. But you've
Yeah.
got like 20, 25, 24 followers
Yeah.
only uploading two videos. I think that's good. Maybe there's some your
Yeah. Some
followers
of them.
from
Yeah. Some from
other
Hello
platforms.
Talk
Yeah.
and some
Mm,
from WeChat. So I think half of them are people who know me. They will follow. It doesn't matter anyway. I don't even know who they are, so it doesn't matter.
So I think just keep uploading
Just keep
and
it. Yeah.
keep doing. Yeah, just let's see what will happen
Yeah.
after we do it for
And
half a
then I
year.
can
Or
write my book based on this anyway. So,
yes,
this is a
yes,
good
exactly.
basis for my book.
Serial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
okay. Then
So see you tomorrow
see
at the
you
same time.
tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah.
around the same time, 10 o'clock my PM.
Yeah.
My PM
Okay.
time. Yeah.
10 p.m. your time.
10. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So good night
bye
for now.
bye.
Bye.